Man in a Tub presents the Tubcast. Featuring Eric.
Oh, you see that guy? He's all like,
Kyle.
Is he transgender?
Jeremy.
We're gonna make America great.
Trevor.
I mean, why didn't he just go to the bus?
And special guest Nathan.
Does this mean we're finally gonna get to see Big Bird's chicken breast?
Welcome one, welcome all.
Thank you.
Welcome to our Tubcast Mall, where we have
A ball.
and you can buy things.
Us all.
You can buy us
What's
all.
a sol?
You can make a call.
What's that, Trevor?
You can make a call.
Trevor, be quiet. Stop opening pop cans.
Hello? Sorry. I was trying to make a bunch of noise there and I choked.
Hi, Kitty Kales. Welcome to the chat.
Welcome.
It's good to see you right at the top of the
Hi.
show saying
Yo.
hi to us.
Whoa, Kitty Kells is saying hi before the end?
Yeah, I know. She turned over a new leaf. How is everyone doing? It's good to be back in the Tubcast, Thanks for hosting us, whoever did that. I don't know why those don't show up. That's
Twitch alerts are being dumb right now.
they were working so well for so long. But at least we can hear them.
Yeah, we can hear them.
And whoever did that, thank you.
We appreciate it.
We appreciate it.
You're a gentleman and a scholar.
Or a gentle
lady. Or just a gentle person.
Um,
Why do you have to be gentle?
I don't know.
Fine, you're a rough person.
There you go.
What's weird is that it doesn't even show anybody who hosted us. So
I know.
I think it's a phantom host.
Phantom
That could be.
hosts.
Phantom.
Jeremy's got some new sound.
Yeah,
I
thanks.
do. Thank you.
Thanks to our Patreon subscribers who helped us with some money. We were able to replace Jeremy's bass drum microphone with an actual microphone.
Yay.
And so he sounds much better now.
Now you get to hear him annoying Eric in high quality.
So, yeah, a little less deep throat, I guess.
Oh.
No, not that.
I didn't. You
No, because the bass mic gives you a deeper. You guys are taking it.
it gives you that deep.
No. You're
just-
alluding to the guy who leaked information
Yeah.
about Watergate, right?
Yeah, Watergate scandal.
I don't even know it. Yeah. That's what I meant.
That's what Jeremy used to sound like, and he doesn't sound like it anymore.
Now I sound like this. Hi guys. How are you?
Are you demonstrating how you sound on your current mic by using your
No.
current mic?
No, I'm just talking.
You sound like you're trying to be Michael Jackson.
No, this is how I sound.
I forgot he
This
sounded
is
that way.
normal.
You forgot
Did you
he
just
sounded
say
that way?
Trevor
you
forgot
I
that he
sounded like Michael Jackson?
That
didn't-
Jeremy did, or that
No,
Michael
that Michael
Jackson?
Jackson sounded like that.
Oh, okay, that makes
I thought you
more
were saying
sense.
since he has a new mic, you're like, oh, I forgot he sounded
forgot
like
how
that.
Jeremy
like you're
sounded.
sitting right next to me.
I've been talking to you for like all night.
I know. We have deep conversations.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm glad Jeremy's in good. I think he was always kind of the quiet one when you listen to the audio version.
A little bit.
So now he'll be
Jeremy.
the loudest one.
That's probably accurate.
I mean, already you're louder in my ears. I feel like.
Is that right?
It does feel like it.
They're
Yeah.
bleeding.
How do
Yeah.
I
You
fix
just-
that, or do you?
no, you just-
I'll
You
turn
just
it down
sound-
just a hair.
I think it's that you sound more crisp.
Yeah,
And
we're used to.
It's different.
It's
Yeah.
different, yes.
Say papaya.
Papaya.
Now I want a papaya.
How about mango melons?
Wait,
That
is
sounds
that a mango crossbred with a melon, or how does that work?
A
I don't
mango
know.
is a melon, isn't it? Or no, it's not. Never mind.
It's not a melon because it's
Diapers.
big single seed in the middle.
Do you want me to fact check it?
No, there is no fact checking, Kuipers. There is only fat checking.
Yeah.
That's what we do here. We fat check.
Fat check.
If I tell you to fact check something, you can do it. If anyone else does it, that's my domain.
So in other words, Nathan's giving you permission to fact check it this time for him.
Yes.
But he's not
Okay.
because he didn't say you had to do it.
Do you understand your admission now, Kuipers?
Somewhat.
Yes. What is it?
dun,
Yes.
dun,
What?
You
dun.
guys don't know. There's a guy
dun,
off
dun,
camera. He's our intern.
They don't
Present.
Care. No,
Yeah.
we
No
don't.
one
We don't need
cares.
to address that.
They don't care.
Oh, sorry.
If they're true fans, they would know if they listen every week.
That's true.
But they don't. They don't. So it's another Tubcast. What episode is this? Is this
104, I believe it
104.
was.
104?
Guys, we've almost got
So it's 5.
we've almost got 5 past the 100th episode. I know, right? It's
Wow.
That's a
impressive.
statement.
That's how math works.
You're not wrong. It's just irrelevant.
We're gonna
I
start
know.
celebrating every single accomplishment.
Next
Nathan,
week,
I need
we
you
are
to cut
5.
together a clip show
Of
from the
Kyle's
last 4
irrelevant-
episodes.
Yes. And all of the most irrelevant things that I have said.
Episode 105.
Yeah. You guys got to watch the clip show Tuesday night.
It's like 3 seconds long.
It's just me
All the
saying,
highlights.
Guys, we've almost made it to 5 episodes.
Then it's over
Then it's over.
as quickly as it began.
Not with a whimper, not with a bang.
Nathan,
Alrighty then,
Nathan, you
Nathan.
went to the bank.
I did, in fact.
What happened?
Well, I had some coins that I needed to deposit, and I went in and was like, "Oh, this won't take long. It's probably like $20 worth of coins." I wound up jamming the machine.
Wait, what machine?
The
Coin machine.
There's a coin counting machine.
Real people don't count coins anymore.
Oh, I didn't know they still
Yeah.
had those in the for public use.
And then I wound up jamming it again.
Oh no.
And then by the time I was done, it was $189 worth of coins.
Holy cow.
Is this from tips?
You just had you just been saving the coins?
Yeah.
Kyle, you shouldn't use that one.
I can't use
So
that
now
one?
you're balling.
You can't use that.
Oh yeah. Balling with my nearly $200.
You could
But
buy,
they're
like,
they're dollar bills now, huh?
Well, I mean, they're
Did you get them in all ones?
No,
Huh?
they're just in my account.
How many plates of spaghetti can you buy with that?
Yeah.
Well, let me see.
He gets that for free.
That's true.
Hey, Divine.
You scared
I
Divine
scared Divine Snowflake with that sounder.
with your inappropriate sounder. So that
I thought it was appropriate for cheering on Nathan for getting all of his coins into the machine.
The bank tellers told me
heck
later
yeah,
that
would be
day.
appropriate.
The bank tellers told me later that day that I basically cleaned out whatever was wrong with the machine, and it was smooth sailing after that.
I'll just keep throwing the coins in there. It'll fix it eventually.
You're a master, Nathan.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Cool.
yeah.
I was just waiting for the climax of the story.
The climax is that it's $189.
That is a lot of coins. That is a lot of coins. I'll give
And he
you.
It was
thought it
a-
was $20. That's what makes it
It
funny.
was a 2-liter bottle full of them.
That must have been a lot of quarters.
So you just did you just always not like you never pocketed the change? You just kind of stored it up when you got change as a tip.
Yeah, actually, all of those are from like 2015. I just never did anything with them.
Oh really?
Yep.
Wow.
Wow.
So when
Wait,
I'm-
that means you've gone through 2 moves.
Yep. I went
with
through 2 moves with this
$200 of change.
Yes.
Oh,
impressive.
Nathan.
What bank is it that has those coin machines?
Mine's First National.
And is it in the lobby?
Yes.
No, I just never noticed it. I don't go in that often, but I go to First National too.
There's a First National too?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's the second one.
It's the second.
It's the
It's
second
like,
first.
It's a little bit better.
It's the darker
Or it's the
sequel.
first second, right? In order of the name. First National 2, first second.
First National 2, Revenge of the National.
But isn't the first second the same as the first second? Wait,
Is
I just
it?
said the same thing twice.
Yes.
Hey, Nathan,
Yep,
put that in
yeah.
the clip show
Yep.
too.
It's myself.
Yeah, for the clip show for the next.
For the clip
episode.
show for the next episode.
For the
Yeah.
for the next 5 episodes.
Well, it'll only be from the first 4, though.
Yeah.
Right.
You better get
Right.
ready for episode 110, though.
Oh.
It'll be all 10 episodes.
Oh.
What's everybody been doing? Anybody seeing movies, video game, playing video games?
I saw the. Oh,
Watching
go ahead,
TV.
Trevor. You started first.
Oh, sorry. I've seen many movies. Well, 2 movies. I saw Dunkirk just Tuesday.
I'm jealous
It
of you
is-
now.
It's an excellent movie. I will say it's an uncomfortable movie though.
Yeah.
Not because it just you'll know when you see it.
Just stressful stuff.
It's really well made, like incredibly well made. Of course, because it's a Nolan film, you would expect that.
Yeah.
But it's so good.
Did you see it in IMAX?
I did not.
I kind of want to see it in IMAX.
I would probably recommend it. It seems like it would be a really cool one to see in IMAX. I saw Spider-Man though. The new Spider-Man movie.
I saw Spider-Man as well.
I haven't seen it yet.
That was a good one.
I also have not seen Spider-Man.
It's really good.
Uh-huh.
I watched
I was-
this new spy movie, or TV show. Sorry, it's this
Was it
miniseries.
Spider-Man?
The Night
It was
Manager?
The Night Manager is from 2016, but it's
By-
on Amazon Prime.
It's from my favorite author.
It is.
It's House and Loki,
it's-
isn't it?
It's one of those where you don't know what's going on for the first hour of this miniseries, and it's
Hello,
like
whiskey.
6-hour-long episodes. But you're intrigued enough that you can't stop watching it,
Yeah.
and so I watched the whole thing straight through, and it
Hello, irrelevant.
was really, really good. So I suggest anyone who's interested in, a 6-hour binge show, The Night Manager is pretty good.
Did you figure out what was happening at the end, though?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
It was
Okay.
really, really good. A good kind of. Well, I mean, it's a person who kind of becomes a spy, but out of revenge, and he's really good at it, at being a
Okay.
spy. So.
How about
Yeah.
you, Eric?
Hey, Joe Oliver. Welcome to the chat, even though you're just listening.
Yeah,
We appreciate it.
we do appreciate it.
Yeah, I saw a couple movies this weekend. I saw The Big Sick.
That movie
which
looks so
is
good.
Really,
I
really
also
it does
saw
look
that.
good.
Nathan, you
Oh.
liked it, didn't you? Mm-hmm. It's incredible. It's probably one of the best. It's technically probably a rom-com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's really well done. It's
Well,
really
it's-
authentic.
It's written by what's his name? Camille and his wife,
Yeah.
and like about their relationship.
I wasn't even gonna say that because I didn't know that going in, and it was like, I mean, it's fine, but I'm not saying you spoiled it. But I'm just saying I didn't know
Oh.
that, so it
Oh,
was
yeah.
kind of when it started and they were using his real name. I was like, what's going on with
Yeah.
this? Like, is
No,
this, they just were just lazy and used it.
My
at
name's
the
Camille.
and then at the end of the movie, they kind of like show a photo of her and they're like, this is the real Emily.
Yeah.
And,
I
like,
had that same experience.
Did you? So
Fun.
see, that's
Oh,
why I
okay.
wasn't gonna say it on the show because I was like, I don't know if people know that.
It
and it's
seems like
kind
they've
of a
been
spoil-
kind of advertising it that way, and I know, like I heard an interview with them with Chris Hardwick. Where they were talking about it, and she actually says in it, that she gave him the chance to change his name and suggested that he did because she changed her name in it, and then he just didn't until it was too late and they were already starting to film, and then he was like, "Oh, I probably should have changed that, but I had other things that I was working on within the movie that it just didn't happen." So
I just
And nobody thought it was like an attempt to be pretentious or anything. I mean, I don't know because I don't.
No, I
know
don't
the
think so
backstory,
because
but-
it's. I mean, for everything that I've
I
heard,
mean, it's based on his life, so it's
It's-
not that pretentious.
So it's not like
Yeah.
Adam Sandler being Adam Sandler or something like that. That would feel.
I'd watch that.
pretentious.
That'd
Well,
actually
of
be
course
good.
I would. But
You can be pretentious telling your own story.
I mean, sure.
Yeah.
That's a
But I'm just saying, by
possibility.
using your own name and your own story, that doesn't mean you're pretentious.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
well,
no.
that's what I mean. I was just curious if if it could come off that way to people.
I thought it was really good. It was really authentic, and I liked. There were so many moments in the movie where you could easily kind of put yourself in the people's shoes. And maybe not, I did not like, oh, I was in that exact situation, but the way they kind of portray relationships and stuff, you're just like, oh, I get, these moments. I don't even want to say too much because there's just so many like fun little things in there that are kind of surprised. I mean, if you have to choose a movie to go see, it's not the worst. You could do much worse. It's really good. I also saw Baby Driver.
Was that good? Was that
Great
good?
movie. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good.
It seemed like there was a moment of hesitation on your
The
part.
more I've sat on that movie, I've had some things where I was trying to kind of break it down on there was just some things that I didn't love about it.
Oh, you mean the people on Reddit told you didn't like it?
Yeah, I know, right? That's true.
So I
It's
got
also the same people that don't like The Big Sick, right?
So I got to ask about that movie because I saw that it's available for pre-order. DVD.
What, already?
Yeah, of course, pre-order.
I think you can
DVD,
pre-order anything in
right?
theaters right now.
But
Yeah.
but what I saw was they were selling it as a 2-pack with Drive. Is there any association to make those movies go together other
No,
than
I
it's
don't-
about drivers?
I mean, yeah,
They
it's
have
about
drive
cool,
in the
cool,
name.
Cool driving.
Okay. Because I was like, I didn't think Baby Driver
They're
was
both
that kind of serious.
They're both stylized action
thing.
movies, and it is a serious movie. But they're stylized in very different ways.
Okay.
Like Drive is much more, I guess, for lack of better words, it's much more emo and much more like just kind of. I don't know, just kind of chill and
Like-
stylish. Where
Yeah.
Baby Driver it has a little. It kind of goes from, I don't know. It's like actiony to like, oh, this is kind of intense and like I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know. This is they're different flavors.
it seems like that was a movie that was very just explosive all over the place.
What, Baby Driver?
Baby Driver. Like it seemed like it was one that was just
did
had
you
like
see it?
No, I haven't,
Oh.
but I'm just like the perception of what
He's
it's
going off the trailers.
Yeah, off of what it's advertised as. It seems like a movie that's just a little more in your face, and I think maybe I've kind of gathered that from the way that like his other movies have been. Edgar Wright with like the movies that he did with Simon
He
Pegg.
does like his fast-paced editing.
Irrelevant Native was talking about that they just finally watched Kingsman: Secret Service. Has everyone seen that?
I have
The
not.
Well, it came
first
out,
one.
The first
Yeah.
one came out like a little over a year ago, right? 2 years
Yeah.
ago. The second one's coming out this fall, I think.
Yeah, it comes out. It might be next month. Even.
But I think
Something like that.
they're not the first person I've heard say it's not a Disney spy movie.
No.
Because even when I was sitting in the theater getting ready to watch it, I thought that's what it was going to be. It's totally not that at
Nope.
all. So,
no, it's not.
Far from it, I'd say.
but I'm excited for the second one.
But Baby Driver is, you can tell that. Wow, I just had what Nathan knows. What's the director's
Edgar
name?
Wright.
Edgar Wright. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can tell like a lot of the movies he's been making have kind of led up to this because it's kind of a culmination of
Yeah.
a lot of the styles that he's filmed. And I mean, he's always like, I've always enjoyed his like quick shots, like quick cuts and stuff like that, and it's all over the movie. There was just something that like leaving the movie, I felt like, why didn't I feel like dissatisfied? And I think it's just that there's two actors in it that I really like, and I just did not like their characters at all in the movie. Like
It's Kevin
I-
Spacey, isn't it?
and no, I actually liked
It was Ham.
I like John
Bacon,
Hamm.
Kevin Bacon.
I
No?
really like John Hamm, and I really like Jamie Foxx, and their characters were great. Don't get me wrong. I think they played them really well. They were just like, I don't know. In some ways, they were just typical bad guys that kind of bummed me out a little bit. Like I wish their
Yeah.
characters had a little more dynamic and were a little more complex, but they ended up both just kind of being just stereotypical bad guys, and it just it kind of ruined the movie for me a little bit. I'm not knocking it because that's kind of maybe that's the role they had to play for the story that was being told, so that's fine. But I just speaking from a personal standpoint of me liking the actors, I was kind of bummed out.
Dang.
But that's all.
Ir-
But you
irrelevant-
liked it,
Oh, yeah.
Nathan, and Trevor, you both saw it?
Yeah, I liked it a lot. Yeah.
Or did you see it, Nathan? Sorry,
No,
Tre-
are we talking about Baby Driver?
Baby Driver.
Yes.
No, I have not seen Baby
Okay,
Driver.
Trevor, go ahead.
I appreciated because it's funny because a lot of movies will do like in the trailer they'll do like really cool things with their music and it'll like correspond to the actions. It's like very rhythmic. Like somebody will punch somebody 3 times in the face and the music will go.
Yeah, there's-
but then in the movie itself, it's not like that.
Sorry, there was even a spot where they're like putting. I remember when they're putting like early on, they're like putting money on a desk.
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
the money's dropping to the
Yeah.
beat of the music and stuff. So
And
yeah,
it-
it's
I really
well
liked
edited.
that. It was cool because it just I don't know. It felt really
Stylized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Irrelevant Natives said that they watched Get Out, said that movie is intense. They also said
It's a really good movie.
that everyone sounds so lethargic, but everyone else is dying except for Jeremy
Because of my new mic.
because of his new mic.
Yeah, that's
just-
what it is. It's compensating.
It's making
yeah.
him stand out more.
Maybe he's compensated for something. I wonder what that could be.
Well, it's a
But-
small mic.
But I don't know why you guys are laughing. It's not funny. So,
don't know.
anyways, did you watch The Big Sick at all? I mean, or Nathan, did anybody else watch other than Nathan?
I'd
No.
like to, but I haven't.
I want
Okay.
to.
I want to see it.
There's
yeah.
so many movies out right now that I want to see with
There are a lot
The
of
Big Sick, Baby Driver. I still haven't seen the Planet of the Apes movie.
So good.
You saw the new one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
I still need to see all three of those.
Oh,
I
my
feel
goodness,
so
the way-
behind.
The way it
Which
leads
three?
into the original
The-
three.
The
the new-
current trilogy.
War of the Planet of the Apes.
I haven't watched it yet. Yeah.
You saw the
You
first
saw
two,
the
didn't
other
you?
two?
Oh yeah.
Did you like
Oh.
them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The second one not as much as the first, but I still like.
I
it.
will
Yeah.
say the third
I'll agree
one
with that.
really did a great job of.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah,
Oh.
it did a great job of bridging the gap between the first three and the original three and these.
Okay.
If you've seen the original three, I don't know if everyone here has or not.
There are an original
Mm.
5.
Five, whatever it
Oh
is.
my
Well, yeah, there is.
Is
you're
that
right.
counting
Oh, yeah.
the Marky Mark one?
No,
Okay, I was gonna say so. There's
that's
any-
an
that was-
entirely
But
separate.
anyway, it's really, it's intense.
yeah. Guardians of
Okay.
the Galaxy 2 is really good.
Yeah,
Irrelevant
I
Native brought
really
it up.
want to see, and it's one of those that it's purely on the visuals that I want to see it. But Valerian looks so pretty,
Yeah.
but I don't know if it's gonna hold up with the story. It seems like the reviews have not been great, but it just looks like it would just be a spectacle to take in.
I've been hearing incredibly mixed things about Valerian. Some people
Yeah.
love it, and a lot of people are like, it was fun. I'm never going to see it again, but it was fun enough.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've gathered too.
Just real quick, Whiskey Cleric, you said, is Dunkirk worth it? Yes,
Sorry,
it is.
Sorry,
So-
I gotta stop playing with
Stop
this thing.
playing with the Mario
Where's mine?
mushroom, man.
The people I heard that liked it compared its storytelling style to The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension, and I love that movie, so it might be up my alley. But that movie kind of got buried with time, so
I've never heard of that movie.
Which one?
I don't know what that is either. Yeah.
Bunkaroo Bugsy.
okay. No, it's The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai. It's a sci-fi comedy starring Peter Weller and Christopher Lloyd and Ellen Barkin. And John
I don't even
Boyd.
know who those people are.
I know Christopher Lloyd. That's
Okay, that
Doc,
sounds
right?
familiar.
Yeah, that was the year before he was Doc.
Yeah.
Okay, this looks like this is from 1984.
There you go.
So, okay, I guess.
It's not for everybody, and I understand that.
Whiskey says they're very excited for Ready Player One. Who's seen that trailer?
I have not
I
seen the
just saw it.
trailer.
No, I haven't.
I am not.
Does it? Do you think it looks good? Have you
I'll-
seen the trailer?
I mean, I saw it. It just looked like a lot of intellectual properties being pushed
It
into a
looked
movie.
like I was
So-
like, how can they
Yeah.
afford this?
But I don't know enough about it, so I'm sure people
Yeah.
that have like. There's a book, right?
Yeah,
Originally,
I
I'm sure
actually,
people
I
that-
actually got the book, but I haven't read it yet.
I'm sure people that like the book are probably super pumped. I just felt like there was so much going on in the trailer. I had no bearing for
Yeah.
what I was watching, other than I was just like, that's a video game character I know. But yeah, I'm really not gonna judge it based on that trailer because I really don't know what to expect
Yeah.
from it.
Well, they
I
didn't
mean,
really
it did
show
say
off.
Steven Spielberg, so I was like, well, I mean, is this gonna be new Spielberg or old Spielberg?
Yeah, that's true.
'Cause I gotta say, new Spielberg hasn't been really putting out that great of
Whiskey
stuff
Cleric
lately.
says read the book and no way they're going to be able to live up to it, but I'm excited to see how they adapt it.
Okay, cool.
So,
Yeah, I mean, like we all remember how Ender's Game turned out from the books compared to the actual movie.
yeah.
So.
I didn't mind the
don't.
movie.
I bought that movie without knowing anything about it. I was just like, Harrison Ford in space, that's got to be good. And then I was like, it was all right.
I have to.
Kuipers.
Oh, sorry.
Kuipers.
Yeah.
Did someone address you?
Gosh.
No.
You will speak when spoken to.
Just thought I'd ask. You
Why
know?
do we give him the mic if he can't use it unless we Tell him he can.
I just like control.
I will say I'm
No, he did well. What do I know?
I'm really excited for the new Blade Runner movie. That looks like every trailer I see, I'm just like, this looks so good.
Did you guys see that trailer for the remake of the Flatliners, the remake of the '80s movie with Kevin Bacon?
There was
Oh,
one
no.
a couple
looks kinda
months ago,
interesting.
wasn't there? Who's in that?
What, Flatliners?
The Flatliners.
I don't know. Ellen Page, I think.
That's who it was. Ellen Page.
Yeah.
Okay, so is Kevin Bacon in the 80s movie
Yeah,
or the
he's in
remake?
he's in the '80s one.
Okay, because the way you phrased that was
Oh.
ambiguous.
Sorry. No, I'm sorry.
Is it supposed to be? I'm wondering if it's supposed to be like a sequel or if it's a. Yeah, I think it is a direct sequel. It's not supposed to be like a reboot or anything.
Irrelevant Native says, where the heck is prepubescent Trevor? I assume he means Kuipers.
Most likely.
He's off camera. He's got his microphone. Say hi, Kuipers.
Hi.
So
I'm
he's
here.
there. He's here.
He's on the radio.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so that's got James Norton. I thought it was the other Norton. I got excited for a second. Kiefer's in it,
In the original, yeah.
and he's in this one too.
Oh wait, no,
So
he's in the new one. Maybe he's
Yeah.
not in the original.
I think he was in the original.
I don't remember. I don't think I ever saw the original. I just remember seeing the trailers when I was a kid.
Yeah, he was in the original in 1990.
Yeah.
So
But I mean, that's Hollywood. They've been kind of going back
Yeah.
to the well for a lot of stuff lately.
what else? It seems
That's
like
why
there's
it's cool to see stuff like The Big Sick and Baby Driver, and hearing that Dunkirk is a success. Like, these movies are
Yeah.
completely original.
I love that.
And they're really good, and that's
Dunkirk was based on a war.
okay. That's true. They have been making war movies for a long time. Yeah. Anybody
But there
else? Go ahead, Kyle.
Oh, I was just gonna say. I mean, it was Comic-Con in San Diego this week, so there was like a ton of new trailers and teasers of stuff that was coming out. I know there's like either a new movie or series of Stargate that's coming out. So I know that's right up Jeremy's alley.
Sure is.
Um,
Means I got to start watching all of them again.
but I think
Just
it's
be
I think it's a
prepared.
reboot.
What?
I think it might be an actual movie, not just a TV series, but I'm not sure.
Well, yeah, they had 3 movies that I'm aware of.
yeah.
It initially was a movie that turned in anyway.
Basically-
yeah, you're getting me started. I'll stop.
Basically, if you like a lot of sci-fi and stuff, there's a lot of that's coming out. That's what I learned from this weekend.
Cool.
Did we set up the thing where they can redeem a Kuiper's Dance thing? Or
No,
is that
I
not-
should do that right
Oh,
now,
okay.
shouldn't I?
Crazy wants the Kuiper's Dance, but yeah, we're gonna set it up to where you can, like a Shut Up or something like that. You can redeem a Kuiper's Dance. So it'll probably be like $1,000 and you'll get to pick the genre. But yeah, there's certain genres we're not gonna let you pick. So
Yeah.
Off limits.
Did we want to do it as just they get to pick it if they pay?
yeah, let's
Or-
just do 1,500.
1,500.
And if they
okay.
put something in there that's not acceptable, we'll pick.
Yeah, can we list the genres out that they can
It looks like we probably can
pick? Okay,
in the
that's-
description.
That's a lot
so
of work. So just
that is a lot of work.
just
For
set it up
now,
for now.
we'll set it up. Righty. Item cost $1,500 Tubbucks.
Yeah. So if you want to make Kuiper's Dance, and you can pick a genre, but we have to approve the genre.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So
Yeah.
pay for it and then say what genre you want.
Mm-hmm.
And it can't be copyrighted music either, because we need the 50 cents that we might eventually make off this YouTube
Yeah.
video.
Yeah.
Anybody?
need that.
We played Splatoon last night. I think a few of us have been playing
Yes.
Splatoon. That's about only game I've played lately. Has anybody played anything else?
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I picked up Fortnite.
I'm
which
really curious about that. It looks cool.
It's, I would say, it's going to be free to play eventually, I think.
Oh, really?
So
Is that their plan?
I think so. Maybe I'm remembering wrong.
You didn't buy the 150 special edition where you can give me a copy?
I thought about it because I was like, you know what? I could get, because I think the 150 you get 2 copies.
Yeah, you get 3 total.
Or
Could've
3,
gave it
yeah.
away.
You
But-
get 1 for you, and then you get to give 2 to your friends.
Yeah. I really enjoyed the gameplay. It's a lot of fun. I haven't played that much though. So maybe it opens up. It's been it's really weird because it's kind of very level based right now. It seems like. And so it'll be like, okay, go do this. And then it'll give you a little bit of space to run around, and maybe that gets bigger over time. But
then there's like you can like unlock dirt bikes and boats and like all kinds of stuff.
did they have?
Yeah, like if you go through the unlock chain, the upgrades chain, there's all
gosh.
kinds of crazy things that you can unlock.
The combat, it's super fun because it just feels like
Yeah.
really tight. It's like third-person shooter. It's where it just feels nice and tight.
But
I
it's
was,
also kind of like
headshot moves.
Minecrafty and kind of like tower defense in a way, right?
Yeah. So like, okay, so the last level I did was we were trying to activate some big glowy blue thing, and so then it's just like go find all these parts, and then so you go scavenge these parts, and you can pick up all the different stuff and like tear apart the houses, and you can build, and then it's just like okay, go activate this thing, and so you go and activate it, and then it's just like okay, build something around this because you're gonna have to defend it. And so then you build like a big base, or you can build however much you want, and some traps and stuff. And then it's just like, okay, here's a bunch of zombies, now defend the thingy. And so it's fun. I've really been enjoying it so far. So.
Irrelevant Native says you can switch to first person, but I don't recommend it.
The third person felt tight and nice to me and then I swapped between. I was playing as the ninja guy, and so at first I kind of jumped up and I was sniping at guys. And then I felt really lame, and so I was just like, I'm going to go slice some guys. And so I went and pulled my sword, and it was fun.
Huh.
But
yeah, I'd like to. I don't know if I'll pick it up right away, but I might check it out sometime. It looks, or at least it sounds kind of interesting.
yeah, and it'd be more fun to do with friends, too. I think because it matches you up with
I get a great idea.
4 people or 3 people? I don't know.
I have a perfect idea.
Let's hear it.
Since you already own the game,
Yeah.
buy the 150 edition one,
Oh, yeah.
whatever it's called,
I just got
and
mine.
then the 3 of us could play it.
Yeah.
Did you get it on PC though?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Because it's PC and PS4, right?
And
Man,
Xbox.
I need to buy
an
a
Xbox,
PC.
Yeah, it's on hold.
I forgot about that, yeah. Sorry, I was thinking of some other game. I can't remember now.
All right.
It's fun, though, yeah.
Nathan, you been playing any video games?
No.
Oh, okay. I just thought I'd check.
I've been playing Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh, you're getting into that.
yeah.
That's a good game.
Yeah. It
How do you
seems like
feel
there's-
about Aloy?
I like her. I like the character.
Did you unlock the cool
There's-
suit yet?
I don't think so, because that's I'm imagining that would be something that's probably memorable.
It's pretty cool.
I haven't
Yeah.
gotten to that.
Did you kill a robot dinosaur?
I have killed some. No, not any dinosaurs. I haven't seen any dinosaurs yet. I'm just barely scratching the surface. I did the proving and just got past some of that stuff. So
It's a good game. I'd recommend it to anybody. I mean, it
Yeah,
is
I
on
love it.
PlayStation, but it's really cool. It's crazy to think those guys came from making Killzone to
Killzone.
making this game that, I mean, Killzone's fine, but it's not anything like this. So this is
It's-
just such a tier above that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a really beautiful game. You are correct, Relevant Native. All right, if nobody else has anything they're covering, I would say we roll the news bumper.
we roll the news bumper.
And during that,
Ba-dum-bum.
Kuipers, while the music is playing, if you could so gently, while no one sees you because the screen will be obscured by our bumper, collect me a Coke Zero from the fridge.
Before you do that,
Oh,
I
sure.
had one other thing that I forgot to mention. I did take Jolliver's advice, and I found Preacher, the comic, at
Okay.
the library.
Okay.
Because my wife likes to visit the library occasionally and get some
Okay.
free books. I know, right? And it's really good and dark, and I'm interested to see where the differences are from the TV show too.
Me too. Okay. Well, you can report back.
I'll report back.
Oh, I did see the first episode of that this week too.
It's good.
Cool. Alrighty, here we go.
Hurry up, Kuipers.
It's time for the only news stories worth talking about.
Alrighty, this first story comes from TheVerge.com. It says Walmart confirms it's canceling every single SNES Classic pre-order, which makes me I feel vindicated because I was like, I saw a lot of people being like on Saturday morning going, I got my pre-order, and I was just like, what? I didn't even know they were taking pre-orders. How did I miss this? I was so bummed out. And then when I saw this, I was just like, ha ha.
Yeah, it wasn't. It
So-
wasn't up very long. I
Yeah.
saw someone tweet about it or something on Friday night. It was from a group that I'm in on Facebook, and someone mentioned something. I went to the link, and it was already taken down.
So, So why?
So they said that unfortunately, due to a technical glitch, our page for the Super Nintendo Classic
Addiction?
Classic Edition
It can
mistakenly
be.
launched on Friday evening ahead of the official release date. We've sent cancellations to all customers who ordered the item. So there were a lot of people that still hadn't gotten that even up until I think this was Wednesday that this story came out.
So has it officially launched
So it
then?
is no, because it doesn't actually come out until sometime into September. But it was a pre-order that displayed, and so the internet collectively went nuts, and people were like, "Yeah, I got in," and they didn't.
That guy's getting fired.
Well, I mean, who knows if it was somebody or if it was just something that misfired.
Gremlin in the system.
Yeah. So it says in an update, it looks like this was today, they added a new statement from Walmart clarifying that all pre-orders for the Classic are being canceled, regardless of what a customer's Walmart.com account says or whether a cancellation notice has yet to be received. So they are saying we don't have the authority to pre-order this yet.
I was hoping it wasn't because they assumed they wouldn't get enough. You
No,
know? Like,
I don't think that's what it was.
okay.
But I was like, is this? I mean, and I guess that's probably what it's going to be, is that mad dash to try and get it once it shows up.
Target. There's reports that Target said they're going to announce their pre-orders soon.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure this was in the system, and they're just preparing for when it goes. And
Yeah.
somebody pushed the button.
Either
Because
someone
that's
pushed
how
the
the
It
button.
went
internet
live
works.
to
Yeah, something happened that forced it to go early. It actually is released on September 29th. So there's going to be pre-orders for the device. They said that it's actually open pre-orders for the device overseas, including on Amazon UK, but no word on when it is set up yet in the US. I went through and I immediately then, after it wasn't pulling up on Walmart that night, I went to Amazon to see if it was there. And it wasn't up and available, but I set myself up for an email alert.
Nice. Did you? Quick tip: if nobody knows about it, there's a website called nowinstock.com, and
I
you
used
can,
it last time.
Yeah, you can use that to go to, and you can subscribe to email and to text notifications, and you can get them from all the big box retailers, and it's usually refreshes every 30 minutes. So
Where did we order it
I
from,
don't-
Eric? Did we got ours?
which one?
Our first one? The NES? Was it
Best
Best Buy?
Buy.
Best Buy, but
yeah.
I think we got the notice on that site.
Yeah, from the Now in Stock.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
did. Crazy. Just to address your question, why would anybody want this? Well, okay, a couple of reasons. Yeah, you could easily go get one of these, and I mean, it costs you a little more to get 20 games with it. But you could. Here's the problem, though, is connecting it to any type of modern TV. If they don't have like a CRT TV or something,
The adapters are horrible.
They're not great, and this is going to be HDMI out, so that's one plus. Another one that Nintendo's kind of put like a little bit of a gimmick in here with this, which I'm not saying it's a gimmick, but it's a way to kind of get people to be excited about it, is Star Fox 2 is going to be available on it, which
The
has never been
full official version.
Yeah, that game got canceled way back in the day because of the N64 was coming out, and they didn't.
Wasn't
wanna
it in
they didn't-
Japan though?
I don't think it got released.
No,
in Japan.
there's
There's
been like
There's ROMs out there, but
yeah, ROMs
the
of it
unfinished
that aren't
versions.
the finished version. I think there've been one or two that may have been close to the finished version, but this is official. And I mean, it's a new game that nobody's officially played all the way
final
through.
version. So
yeah, that's kind of that's exciting.
I think you have to play Star Fox 1 though to unlock it.
Yeah,
or
you have
something.
to you have
Yeah,
to finish Star
That'd
Fox.
actually
1.
be okay.
I don't know if you have to finish it or just finish
There's
like
something,
X
a part
amount
of
of
it.
it or
Yeah.
something. So,
They're pretty cool machines, though. They like, even I'm not gonna buy one, but like they're just cool to have because you can do like a little save states thing. They're just like
Yeah.
slickly
I'm
designed.
sure you'll be able to hack it.
It's
Yeah,
it's
probably.
convenient. Like if you want to play that game, I mean, it should just Nintendo really needs to release this stuff on the Switch.
Yeah.
But it is nice to just have the old controller, and like I don't know, it's cool, especially to like kind of expose. Like I know I like to expose my kids to these old games that I used to play, and they usually think it's lame, but still, it's it's kind of cool. And Crazy says it's a good thing that he doesn't have a modern television. So
I'm excited for it because I've not played a lot of these games in so long, and I think somehow I lost a lot of the games that I did have. I didn't have some of these games, and it seems like it's much easier to just spend the $60 to buy it or $80 or whatever to buy it than to go and try to find ROMs and whatnot.
My youngest actually had my classic up in her room for a number of probably weeks because she'd have a friend over every now and then, and they'd be up there playing some of the games, just like trying all the different games at random to see what they were like, just because it was new to them.
Yeah.
So.
And I mean, like, for me personally, I didn't really have a whole lot of experience with the classic Nintendo growing up. So the regular Nintendo Entertainment System.
I never finished A Link Before Time, so I'm excited to actually.
Is that the one that's on this, right?
This is Zelda on here.
That's a really good game.
It's the best. They say it's the best Zelda.
It is.
Made.
It is one of the best Zeldas made.
TP Poker, welcome. Long live Betty White.
Funny story about that. My friends, when I was growing up, a couple of friends that had a Super Nintendo before I had ever was even close to getting one. They had Zelda, but they never played it because they bought it at a used game store, and it was a French version, so they couldn't read any of the text or anything, which just made it practically unplayable. I think that one of them, like by brute force, finally at least got near like the end boss just by doing what they needed
Try
to do.
every option.
Exactly. Like they couldn't read anything, but it was like, well, I'll just keep going and see what happens. So
that's crazy. Don't play games that you can't read.
Yeah, it's
all
no
your
fun.
base are belong to us.
We had a German Scrabble board when I was a kid.
Ja.
How? Wait,
Was dat gut?
I mean, we just got rid of the letters. We didn't know what they were.
yeah, that's. I mean,
And played it anyway.
a Scrabble board, at least with like the alphabet
Majority of the
letters,
English alphabet,
you could
Well,
you could still play.
The scores were probably wrong, weren't they?
Oh, yeah, they were all totally wrong. It was weird. But, I mean, at the time, we could only spell 5-letter words at the most anyway.
And
so.
that's
Stop
and,
spelling 4-letter words in Scrabble.
and that's why Jeremy is almost no fun to play in Words with Friends.
What?
Because you had all that
Everyone
experience.
quits.
I'm still playing a game with you.
are,
I
that's
just take
true.
a while
I appreciate that.
to remember I need to play.
Yeah.
So
Next story. This comes from Research Digest. It says hardcore players of violent video games do not have emotionally blunted brains.
Oh.
So, I mean, I know that it sounds kind of obvious to people that play video games, but it's just another study that kind of backs up what people that play games already know.
And we're smarter than everyone else.
Well, no, it's just that it's not.
We're
it's
not stupider.
It's not going to make us go murder a bunch of people just because we play something that's violent.
It's emotional intelligence.
Oh.
Crazy's asking what's the command to make the intern dance. I believe it's just dance.
It's not exclamation point.
Just dance.
I mean
to the
exclamation
video
point
game.
redeem and then space
Just
dance.
dance.
But yeah, this is something that this study came out, and it's saying that there's the argument that violent games cause aggression, namely over time, excessive violent gameplay and whatnot, and it can desensitize emotional responsiveness of players. They basically went through the study, and they found that with a lot of these people, they had 14 that weren't able to or that never really played violent games, and 14 that did. And they said that really the study showed that none of them really had reactions that were very different at all.
It looks like Crazy Legs successfully redeemed a dance. So you need to give us
did.
a genre. Crazy.
Oh yeah, we got to get the headset over to him. We need a genre.
Hold on. Okay, you're good.
Pick polka.
Don't knock over.
This is
Oh,
3
no.
weeks in a row, isn't it, Kuipers?
This is every time
Yeah,
now.
every time.
Every time Kuipers has to dance.
Every day, bro.
We gotta let's get a genre. Hold on. Pumping the brakes.
I don't think geisha is a genre of music.
Yeah, don't try to make this
Yeah,
racist.
don't do that.
We got blues, we got classic, contemporary disco, electronic, funk, holiday, horror, jazz, Latin, modern,
Horror.
musical, polka, pop, reggae. Well, no, I'm not gonna pick reggae. Rock, silent film
What's wrong
score,
with- he could pick reggae.
ska, sound.
He says holiday.
Soundtrack.
He says holiday.
Holiday, perfect.
Okay. Here we go.
Maybe next time pick horror, because I think that would be hilarious.
Holiday.
Scoot over just a little bit to the center. There you go.
All right, you ready?
Sure.
Scoot over a little more.
I feel sad because I'm deprived of the music.
Because what?
All right, thank you very much,
Oh
Kuipers.
man!
Well
Hey,
done.
Kuipers, grab me something to drink.
Okay.
Hey, while you're at it, can you grab me another Dr. Pepper?
Eric,
I'm good.
when you were reading those off, I thought it was funk holiday. I thought that was one genre.
It's one genre. Yeah.
It sounds like a
Holiday.
fun genre.
That's,
Yo, Santa. Oh wait, that's hip hop. Never mind. Sorry.
so what else? Is there anything
I
else
feel
we
bad
missed?
for the people that just listen
They
to
get
the
to listen
podcast.
to it. They
They
enjoy it.
They
It's
still
good
they
music.
don't see it.
I
But
know.
they get the hint.
Go to
No, I think
youtube.com/Minutub.
they just said yes, that place. They said that the results. They said suggest that they need to rethink the desensitization hypothesis, and that they added that this does not mean that there are no consequences of some of this stuff entirely, but it means that it's not something that is going to desensitize. One really interesting thing that they said here is that in some cases it depends on things like who they're playing as. So they used an example of if you're playing a game and you're playing as the Joker versus playing as Superman, or a character that's supposed to be the good guy versus the bad guy, that can impact what your brain is doing while you're playing that role.
How many games are there where you play as the bad guy?
There's a few.
I mean, Theft Auto.
Well,
Yeah.
but
There are
even
plenty.
even at that, you're kind of the good guy.
Well, in the main storyline,
Yeah, when you go and
sure.
murder those people and do drug deals. Yeah.
yeah, but you're doing
Well,
that to get
typically-
back at other people.
Like, unless you're just totally
Wait, it
messing
doesn't sound
around,
better.
typically your character is sympathetic in some way.
Yeah.
There's Postal where you can do that.
Yeah,
So,
Postal
yeah.
is an exception.
Hotline
Postal, you can
Miami as
pee
well.
on people.
Yeah.
Kind of.
What was that, Kuipers?
Hotline Miami.
Oh, yeah.
Don't- Let
Oh,
me
yeah.
make fun of you for or
Party
pointed out that-
hard.
Even
you're the
that
villain.
game, they kind of sympathize you a little bit. I mean, you're definitely a psychopath.
But it feels like you're being forced to do it,
Yeah.
though. Like, you get these calls in the night, and it's
Yeah.
like, oh, you got to go murder some people now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's like,
Oh,
Yeah.
darn.
Yeah, I know. But it's almost like you're being hypnotized or something.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Oh man.
Yeah, and I think it's like what Jolliver's saying there. If you played the part, I don't know specifically the part that he's talking about in
Oh.
Modern Warfare.
the
no
no Russian.
The airport.
Okay, and he goes in and you really enjoyed it. You might be broken, but I mean it's one of those things that I think it tries to put you in that mindset of who the character is. It doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily mean that you are going to 100% sympathize with that character afterwards
Yeah.
and be like, oh, I should be this guy. I didn't feel that way after playing Party Hard when you run around in parties and murder people.
Party Hard might be one of the rare games that's not
That's true.
sympathetic.
Yeah, there's no sympathy at all.
My neighbors are loud. Let's kill them.
And the worst part about that Modern Warfare scene was, like, it was fine that they did it, and then they put the warning in there that you could skip it if you were uncomfortable with it. But then it was almost like that got them so much media attention that the next game they put that warning in again, and it was
Yeah.
like it wasn't even something as bad, but it was just like they're trying to kind of just spark some sort of controversy to get people to pay attention to their game, which, I mean, that's just pointless. But I do think when you play as a good character, you tend to, I don't know, try to play that game. I mean, I know we've talked about this a lot, where you're much more of a role player when you play your games, so you're kind of role playing whatever character you want, but no matter what game it is, not just in RPGs. But yeah, I think depending on the games, I kind of let them dictate how I should play. But I mean, if you give me free will, and like it's like Mafia, for example, is a little more Mafia's a little more like vindictive. I mean, GTA has been that way too, but I felt like Mafia was a little more of like you're trying to be a good guy in some ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
then
that one, I
things-
was much less likely to run pedestrians over.
Yeah.
I tried to drive the car normal. I tried to honor, like traffic laws and stuff like that. Or GTA, I just never care.
That's what.
But-
What
Yeah.
game? I was just playing some game recently, and like, I typically tried to not kill people, but then I ran into like these. What game was it? I'm sorry, but like there was
Star
like these.
Citizen.
There were like these terrible people. No, it wasn't Star Citizen. There's not really any way to be sympathetic because there's nothing really going on. But there were like these. Like I can't remember. There were like slaver guys or something. And I'm just like, I'm gonna kill these guys. And so like everybody else, I just kind of knocked out. These guys, I was like, bam.
Was it oh, now I'm forgetting the name of it too. The Watch Dogs 2, was that the one? Because I know you
I
said that
did
you were
just-
trying to play that without killing any cops or something.
Well, it's funny because I ended up I'm foolish with money and stuff, but I ended up inevitably somehow I ended up picking up Watch Dogs 2 for my PC as well, and so I actually just started playing.
Great
that for
investment,
my PC.
Trevor.
Well, see, the thing was,
that
I thought
game
it
was that game was way better than the first one, and
it was fantastic, but I thought I was going to get Watch Dogs 2 the game free. I don't remember how I didn't get it. I don't remember how I was going to.
So you bought it anyway.
But I bought the season pass for it because I was like, I want the DLC for it. Then I didn't end up getting the game, and I was like, well, what the heck? And so I went ahead and just bought the game because it was on sale anyway. But
They
anyhow, yeah.
scammed you.
Anyhow, I tried to. Somebody did. I just started playing that again, and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna try not kill anybody. And then like immediately, I'm driving my car, and I just wailed into some pedestrian. And I was like, dang it.
yeah, Jolliver says Watch Dogs 2 is funny about that because the character's so not someone that would be running around killing people,
No.
and it's true.
He's-
It's like, hey, let's go save the world by murdering people.
I appreciate that they did like 3D printed guns that explain that away a
Yes.
little bit, but I still feel like they could have made the game much more. I'm not like trying to be there's too much violence in video games, but I think they could have made it more interesting by not allowing them to have guns in that game just
So-
because of the type of person he was.
So I have a video game confession.
Oh boy, let's hear it.
If you have the ability to kill pedestrians or non-playable characters, NPCs, that are not part of your storyline, I inevitably find a point in my gameplay
Where you're bored.
where I'm bored and I'm like, I want to see either, are the cops going to get me? And if so, how long can I wreak havoc in this game world on complete bystanders that shouldn't be getting killed? How long can I do that until I get killed? And every single time you can kill players that don't count in the game, I'll find myself getting to a point in the game where I just go, I have to see what it's like. I've got to see how the game is going to try to stop me or not in doing this.
Yeah.
Well,
I hate the worst is though when it says you've killed too many civilians and then they kill you just blindly. I'm like, at least overwhelm me with force, not just say, you're done. You killed too many. Anyway, but I always do it. It's probably really sadistic or something.
I felt that way when I put a lady on a train track in Red Dead Redemption.
You have to do that. I mean, I even did that.
I didn't even. It was weird because I was playing it and then someone was like,
Do this.
"Hey, do that," and I was like, "There's no way they're gonna let me do that." And then it was just the horror of watching and it was like, oh.
Well, and then
they give you an achievement, and you're like, wait, what?
Oh, that's the other thing. If there's an achievement for doing something you don't think you should do in the game, I will do it.
Oh, by the way, Kuipers, did you see that Crazy Legs wants to get you for his Christmas parties?
I did see that.
Okay, just want to make sure you saw that opportunity.
We gotta make sure that
Just so
that's that you're not booked with us first.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, follow-up question. When you tied the lady to the train tracks,
Yes.
did you then tie like 3 other people to the other set of tracks so that the person on board the train has to decide?
oh no! What do I do morally?
No.
Red Dead 2, we're doing it.
Yep.
Doing it.
Jeez.
He plows through the 3 people. That is a terrible person.
They liked the one person. They knew them
Oh, man.
personally.
All right, this next story comes from the NewYorkTimes.com. It says, I always pronounce his name, Matt Groening.
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 Graining.
Groaning?
Graining.
I thought it was graining.
Graining. Matt
Groening?
Groening. He
Homer Simpson
is creating a new show for Netflix. He's the creator of The Simpsons.
Actually, Bart was filled Matt's role in the family.
Oh, okay. Well, he now has a new show that's going to be on Netflix called Dreamland. He's signed for a 20-episode deal with Netflix for a new animated show. I'm sorry. The name of the show is actually Disenchantment. That takes place in a medieval kingdom. The series is aimed at an adult audience. Will feature voice acting from a bunch of people that we may not necessarily recognize. Abby Jacobson, Eric Andre. Oh, I guess he had a show on Adult Swim, didn't he?
Yep.
And Nate Faxon as various characters in the crumbling kingdom of Dreamland. According to a statement from Netflix, there will be ogres, sprites, harpies, imps, trolls, walruses, and lots of human fools. And it is supposed to also have a couple of Simpson veterans that'll be on there as well. He said in a statement that Disenchantment will be about life and death, love and sex, and how to keep laughing in a world full of suffering and idiots, despite what the elders and wizards and other jerks tell you. So it sounds like he's basically created Futurama in the past.
Pastorama.
I mean, because he is the creator of Futurama.
Yeah,
correct?
he created Futurama and The Simpsons, which Futurama is
It canceled and came back, right? Or did
Like
it not?
three
a couple
times.
times. Yeah,
Okay.
they
I knew people wanted it back or something.
who's have they been? Was that one canceled more than Family Guy so far? I can't remember how many times that one's been
Family Guy
canceled.
was only canceled
I'm-
once.
Was
I'm
it only the
fact-checking.
once? Okay,
That sounds right.
Family Guy was canceled
So-
after season 2.
That's right. So I mean, it'll be interesting to see what happens with this. I mean, if you like The Simpsons and or Futurama, I'm guessing that you'll probably find something that you'll get a kick out of here, especially if you like medieval kingdoms.
I was just thinking it basically sounds like Grown Up Shrek. I mean,
Maybe.
Isn't Shrek already grown up?
well,
With adult
more-
themes.
yeah, like
Oh, like it's for adults.
like where Shrek,
Shrek
is
for
kids,
grown-ups.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, okay.
Disenchantment's for grown-ups more.
Okay.
I thought you said Growing Up Shrek. I was like, is that a TV show?
It's a sitcom.
Yeah.
Oh my
It's a
gosh.
new one.
Shrek and Donkey growing up.
Growing up, Shrek.
Shrek
we're
15.
growing up,
I'm
Shrek.
gonna go out on a limb and just guess that there's going to be a lot of Game of Thrones jokes in this show.
No.
Just a hunch I have.
It appears that Family Guy was actually canceled twice, but one of them was revived. It was revived so quickly after the cancellation that most people didn't even notice.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
I did not know that.
This does say that they will land a 10-episode season at some point starting in 2018 on Netflix. So if you're into animated shows and you like his work, you'll probably find something you enjoy here.
Neato.
That's my guess.
That's neat.
Eric is not enthused.
I don't know. I never really enjoyed The Simpsons, and I never watched Futurama, so I am not too enthused. But I'll probably give it a shot because it's Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Netflix can only be good.
Only they've never put out a bad series.
Never.
TheWrap.com says Flashpoint. DC sets fresh start to Ezra Miller's The Flash movie.
Yeah, this is a storyline. It sounds like that they're going to use for the idea of the direction of the Flash's individual movie, which it's something that they used back in 2011 to kind of reboot the comic universe. So it'll be interesting to see if this is going to be something that's going to cause all kinds of havoc for everybody else.
People who are expecting the Flash they know.
Well, no, I'm not necessarily that, but I mean, like, because I think what happened in that series is that it somehow messed up the continuity and created basically set them to a point where they could do a new universe.
May I?
Go ahead.
All right. So what happens in Flashpoint is
I've never read it.
he goes back in time to save his mother, who died when he was a child, and he winds up accidentally spinning the world off into a dystopian world where there is no Justice League. He never became the Flash. Bruce Wayne died instead of his parents. And
Wasn't it also that Thomas Wayne became Batman and Martha became
Thomas
Joker?
Wayne became Batman. Martha Wayne became Joker. Superman was a science experiment.
They also did Flashpoint in the TV series, end of season 4, beginning of season 5.
Yes.
Okay.
And then when he set it back, it wasn't quite the same. So that was their opportunity to reset some continuity, and that's how we got into the New 52.
And wasn't there potentially crossovers? From the different universes
like
or
people
realities
that-
or
It's
whatever?
the same timeline. It's just rewritten. So that would be
Yeah.
kind
So
of
it
impossible.
kind of erased everything that had been in DC's history and gave them a fresh starting point for writing comics.
So
And they actually kicked everything back to the original world back in 2016.
so this
'Cause
is
comics are weird.
This is kind of a weird choice for a first movie for Flash, because that story presupposes that you're familiar with this character and his particular setting. And so if you immediately jump into a time travel story where everything's wrong,
You don't know it.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
But I suppose
That's
it
my 2
may
cents.
rely on the fact that the characters themselves of like if they do decide to go down that route where Bruce was killed instead of his parents, and Superman is something that's different and all that
the
stuff.
other characters
the big
may have a strong enough
characters that
story.
everybody knows, and I'm guessing they'll probably rely on characters if they do that kind of thing that would have been in the Justice League movie to begin with. Maybe that would make a little more sense, but
Cool.
And like, didn't they also kind of allude to it somewhat in Batman vs Superman, like with
that's
the
true.
with like
Yeah.
the nightmare or the whatever?
Yeah, when he had
Yes.
that nightmare and then
You're right. She's the one. Or something. I can't
Yes.
remember.
yeah, what
like
is it?
that.
He says something. He comes back in time and says something. So maybe that's where it all
Well, people have been
bleeds
reading
in.
that as either a reference to Flashpoint or to the Crisis on Infinite Earths, where Flash went so fast to defeat the Anti-Monitor that he just faded out.
I mean, I get
Why
faded
do I
when
know
ru-
these things?
I get faded
I don't
when I
read
run.
comics.
I thought if he ran too fast, he went into the Force.
Yeah, he
Into
became
the
one
Force?
with the Speed Force.
Yeah.
And
And
then
one with
and
the
then
forces with
That's
them?
the Flash's equivalent of dying.
then he becomes a ghost
I thought you could come back out of it.
and he works with Yoda.
There was another Flash that did that. Never mind.
Comics are weird.
Yeah.
Comics are
Indeed.
weird.
More of the story: stop messing with the timeline, Barry.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So he can time travel though, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Kind of.
but it takes a tremendous amount of effort.
Not in Injustice.
And it impacts everyone else.
He does time travel in Injustice.
Yeah.
He throws people
Oh,
into
yeah.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
And then he breaks the Sphinx's nose
Yeah.
off, which is really good. That's like my
No, Aladdin did that.
I love how ridiculous that is.
that's my favorite part of that game is doing that super. And I was trying to find a clip. I clipped it, but my Xbox must not have worked. I was going to show it, but anyways,
Oh.
yeah, it's really great because he just kind of like runs
love- he-
into the Sphinx, like into ancient Egypt, and slams dude against the Sphinx, and then runs the other direction, and then he's like in like prehistoric times and just slams you against a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
And then he
And
then he
runs
runs
back.
back into time, like into the present, and like slams you into yourself because
Yeah.
you're like a second too early, and then that's where he grabs you and
Yeah.
runs off.
It's pretty good. Game's pretty good.
That game is pretty good.
The next story comes from
We should
Nerdist.
play it sometime.
Yeah, we should. We need to fight each other. Next game comes from Nerdist.com. It says DC will digitally erase Superman's mustache in Justice League.
This story is so amazing. So the alleged $25 million worth of reshoots that are causing scheduling issues for the cast, including a quote that's pretty revealing in regards to DC's entertainment, is working on keeping the Man of Steel's clean-cut aesthetic. Justice League's Man of Steel had expected to be able to finish shooting the 6th Mission Impossible film before needing to don Superman spandex again. It's not been the case, however, they said, as the new scenes that are being shot have required him to jump back and forth between each production. Because of this, a mustache that he grew for his character in the Mission Impossible sequel will have to be digitally removed in post-production. Paramount, which is distributing the Mission Impossible sequel, would not allow him to shave the facial hair while production was still taking place.
I think it says in the article how much it cost them too.
Yeah, I mean,
You
I
know
saw
it's
that
not
they
gonna
had
look good.
they had it said $25 million worth of reshoots, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I don't remember if
Oh,
there was
maybe
anything
that's-
specific
It
as far
wasn't
as the
specific, I guess.
that
yeah.
was included there. But
You know it. Someone's gonna find up where like his upper lip's quivering or something and make gifs out of it.
His upper
Eventually.
lip is
I'm-
quivering. What?
Yeah, when they digitally retouch it.
you
like,
mean like
there'll be
if
some
there'll be
glitch.
some
yeah.
spot that someone will?
I doubt that because they've gotten so good at this stuff now. People they've been doing this for years now, taking stuff off people and no one notices it.
Oh.
What?
Said taking stuff off people and no
Normally
one
he-
notices.
Normally he says, "I'm listening."
That's
No,
not
that's
what
not
I
what he
say,
says.
Jeremy.
He says, "Go on."
Go
Go
on.
That's what I hear from Nathan in my head.
You hear that? No. I suppose it's not wrong.
That I hear it.
So
No, that
he
I'm
wasn't-
listening.
He wasn't in any of the other Mission Impossibles, right?
I don't
This
think
is-
so.
No.
Maybe he's a bad guy.
I wonder.
He's got a
Or-
mustache.
might be
He's
bad
got to
guy.
be a bad guy in this one, right? Isn't that what mustache guys are, or bad guys?
Or maybe he's replacing Stupid Face.
As
He's
a
dumb
sidekick,
face.
Jeremy makes
Yeah.
stupid face.
Jeremy
Renner.
makes-
He's been in so many
face.
movies though. He can't be replaced.
He's not listed in the cast for this
Is
movie.
he not? Really?
No.
Interesting.
Maybe they
It's got
kill him
Tom
off.
Cruise. I see Simon Pegg.
Good. Good.
Alec Baldwin's coming back. Ving Rhames.
Maybe he's a surprise character, and this is
But-
actually a big spoiler.
No.
But yeah, they don't have him listed here, so maybe he
Really?
They don't
maybe-
have Jeremy.
Jeremy Renner.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
So maybe
Nathan was
maybe
confused.
he's a point man, or maybe he is the villain. Who knows?
It hurt itself in its confusion.
Alec Baldwin was in the last one, right?
I don't remember.
I think he was.
I don't know.
Yeah, he was in it.
Yeah, I kind of wish that he just had a mustache the whole movie. I feel like that'd actually be kind of cool. Like if it wasn't like this picture that they put this stupid curly mustache, but it's
That
just like a
picture in
chill.
and of itself. I would be okay if that was if that was Superman with that
There
curly.
are pictures of him with the mustache.
It's just more of like a
just
cop
look below
stash or something.
Yeah, if he just had like a chill '70s, just like mustache.
Yeah, that's
Actually,
what-
that would be
that-
awesome.
that would
Yeah,
be
it
right.
would.
Yeah. That's
I
what
don't-
it is. I'm pretty sure. So.
I mean, he's supposed to be different in this new movie, right? He's raised from the dead. It's been 3 days.
Or did he not die?
No, he died.
We don't know anything yet.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that he comes back because he's in Justice League, even though no one's
he
shown him
can't
in the
die.
trailer.
All right,
can't
I just
die.
put a link to him with the mustache in the agenda.
Oh yes.
Well, from a comic book.
No, it's Henry Cavill with the mustache.
Where did you put it?
Right
It's
under no
underneath
stash
it.
for sups.
It's soups.
Sups.
Oh my gosh! What
That is a
could
fat
you
mustache.
could you imagine that
That's not
in
bad.
a
No,
Superman
no.
suit?
No, it's
that
It's not
looks,
just a mustache. It's like a beard too.
Yeah, he's
so
got like
Yeah.
that 5
Yeah.
o'clock.
that would be a cool Superman. I'd watch that.
I
Superman.
really hope-
Superman.
It'd be almost where he's like, "Yeah, I'm a superhero, but I don't
So
care.
looking
I'm
at
good."
that, does he
Wait though, if he shaves, does he break the blades?
Superman
That's
shaves with his
interesting.
heat vision.
Yeah, he could probably
thought
use
he
a
used
mirror or
fingers.
something.
Yeah, that's how he does it.
he uses a
Do
mirror?
they show that?
Yeah, well, I don't know about this continuity, but he's done that in other ones, like in the
course he
comics
has.
and the cartoons.
They
And
gotta
everything.
find a way to make it work, right?
Right.
What about that show Lois and Lane? Did he do it in that?
Lois and Lane?
Or Lane and Lois?
Just reversing them does not fix it. You mean Lois and Clark, the
Oh,
New
yeah.
Adventures of Superman?
That one.
I don't know. I've never seen that
There was,
show.
if you scroll down in that article on Nerdist, there was a screenshot of a
Oh,
Yeah, see?
Oh,
yeah,
weird.
a couple
They have
where
Batman
he
with a
that was
mustache.
like where he was like an alternate
This is
version,
a screenshot of a comic book.
Yeah.
with him with a beard.
and then there's one where his baby Superman
Oh,
drew a
man.
mustache.
Wait, was that
on
a lady
Lois.
with a mustache?
Yeah,
Oh.
because it was like a baby Superman or Superman Junior or something. He drew it on a picture and it grew on her face or something.
There's Hispanic.
That's talent.
That's the
Hispanics.
Silver Age.
Yeah. Yeah, people think that comics were crazy now. Jeez. Back in the day, they didn't make any sense.
Pre-Flashpoint.
Yeah,
Yes.
pre-Flashpoint, things were nuts. Superman wore a sombrero.
All right, this next story comes from the Los Angeles Times, LATimes.com. It says, man held after deadly king cobra is smuggled into U.S. in potato chip cans, which I'm assuming Pringles?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Probably, yeah.
There's a picture, but I don't remember the exact brand. I think it's Pringles.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. There were
The pictures in the video.
highly venomous king cobra snakes, each about 2 feet long, hidden in potato chip cans. On Tuesday, the alleged intendant recipient was arrested on a federal smuggling charge after a month-long investigation that also involved the seizure of a young crocodile, 3 alligator snapping turtles, and 5 diamondback terrapins, all of which are protected species, federal officials said.
So I think I figured out how this guy thought of this idea.
Oh?
It's that, that like spring-loaded snake in a can joke. And he's like, I could do this in real life with real snakes. Maybe.
I mean, that's actually a pretty decent idea. I mean, that would be where it came from.
Yeah.
Not as an actual practice.
Not as an actual practice, no. But I mean, I could see someone being like, "Yeah,
This
dude, we
would
should
work.
totally do that, just like magicians."
It'll be ironic. Or something.
Just in case anyone is confused, the other reptiles were not in cans of chips. They were at his home.
I did not think that was the case.
I just wanted to clarify in case anyone missed that.
Thank you, Nathan.
Because you said it correctly.
That would be an important aspect of the story here.
Like, it would be difficult to fit a crocodile in a can of chips. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe not one of those little
I
baby
was say
ones.
there's little tiny ones.
Yeah, they said that he'd attempted to mail 6 other turtles wrapped in socks to Hong Kong, and the package was intercepted. Like,
Why would you do that to animals? It's so mean.
it's ridiculous.
Okay, we found Jeremy's line.
The,
Congratulations,
yeah.
everybody.
Thank you.
I don't know that
Animals are special. You don't.
Are they really?
They are.
It's a
And
new
they're
take.
tasty too.
They did.
But
They
that's
did say
different.
that officials said 2 of the cobras seized in March are receiving care at the San Diego Zoo, while the 3rd died for unknown reasons. Maybe the fact that it was in a Pringles can.
It's too salty.
High sodium diet. Not good for you.
Yeah, it'll do you in.
Kill you every time. All right, this next story is brought to you by Ad Blocker.
It looks like you're using an ad blocker.
Shut up.
Do it now. I kind of can read it through the ad blocker. This is from BusinessInsider.com. It says millennials are killing the beer industry.
Of course they are.
Didn't we
Would you
just
like-
have one where they were killing the restaurant industry too?
They're killing everything, man.
Those millennials.
They said that millennials aren't drinking enough beer to keep brands afloat. According to CNBC, Goldman Sachs downgraded both Boston Beer Company and Constellation Brand on the data that younger consumers aren't drinking as much alcohol as older generations, and the ones who do prefer wine and spirits. They said, we view the shift in penetration and consumption trends as driven by a shift in preferences in the younger cohorts. Chief analyst Fred Zio wrote. And then it says beer penetration fell 1% from 2016 to 2017, while both wine and spirits were unmoved,
So-
according to Nielsen ratings.
So, just to be clear, 1% and we're killing it.
Yep. This is on you, Nathan.
I guess.
This is all on you.
I'm a jerk.
Yeah, you are.
Does anybody know where you go to remove a plugin on Chrome?
I don't.
Inspect?
Did you try turning it off and
you
turning it back
go,
on?
yeah, Chrome. It's
Oh.
Chrome and it's
If he
Chrome
turns
settings,
it off,
isn't it?
we go
or is
down.
there a Chrome and then
Settings probably, yeah.
add-ons or something to that effect?
You're wanting to turn off a...
Plugin.
Maybe
Change settings to say plugins
Uh,
in the.
Hang on.
in the
Click on the
address
menu
bar.
icon at the top right of the browser.
Mm-hmm.
Choose Tools and choose Extensions to open up the Options tab.
Alright,
that's extension.
Tools.
Yeah. Tools.
Down. More tools.
No, Nathan,
is
this
that
is
then?
important. People need to
There
know
we go.
this. Then uncheck
There, I found it.
Enabled.
Delete it. Just get rid of it forever.
Bye.
Sorry, whoever recommended us using that, but I'm done with it.
It's annoying.
people have been really weird about it. Websites have.
Because
Let me
they
see.
want to make them money.
Hey, look it. We can load it now.
We can see that picture of that girl drinking a beer. She's clearly a millennial, so they're not killing the beer industry.
Well, look at
According
her-
to the caption, her name is Topher Scott.
Look
think
at
that
how
was
she's
the
drinking it,
photographer.
too. She apparently absorbs it through her top lip.
Millennials!
Oh, Kuipers.
They're not even
Thank you.
drinking it.
That's the point. They're not drinking it.
They just like push it against their lip.
You know, it's like I tweeted a thread of someone posting all these articles about millennials killing stuff, and it's like they're killing the golf industry, they're killing Sears, they're killing all this stuff, and it's like
Applebee's
they're killing,
lady said they were killing their
yeah,
business.
they're killing bar soap. Like it's just like. And it's like, you mean they have good taste? Is that what you're trying to say?
Maybe it's
like,
survival of the fittest.
yeah, like I don't think most of these are terrible things. Like
Yeah.
I get some of it's kind of like, oh yeah, I'll miss that if that goes away. But like for the most part, the stuff they're killing, it's like, well, if that's, I mean,
It's like
maybe some of it is the fact that there seems to be all kinds of breweries that are just popping up everywhere.
mhm.
And the fact that they're able to keep up and only lose 1% with as many breweries are opening actually probably indicates that they're drinking more beer than they
I'm
were
sure.
before.
I'm sure. All right.
Just a hunch. Take
see,
that
we got
business
one more
insider.
story here. This one comes from the good old Verge. Get a lot of there.
Just a good old Verge.
Still a lot of content
Well,
from them.
we started there and we end there.
Man, their website is
As it was in the
loading
beginning, so is now ever
funky.
shall be.
Let me see if I can
It's
get
the ad blocker.
Is it because it's the mobile version, or is it?
It's not the
Maybe
mobile
it's
version.
not.
It's just the internet's
Weird.
super slow, and there's an ad trying to load, and like
It loaded so much
Anyways.
faster with the ad blocker.
the Verge, yeah, TheVerge.com is saying Wisconsin company will let employees use microchip implants to buy snacks and open doors. Who put this story in here?
I did.
Wasn't
Okay.
this news from
What's
like
the
a
big deal?
year ago or so?
No, this was from
I
Earlier
just saw
this
a
week.
lot of people posting this on social media and it referencing
Oh,
certain biblical.
that's why
Certain
that's why I
biblical
titled-
fallacies.
That's why I titled it
Yes,
at the end
very
is
much
nigh.
fallacies.
So it's a Wisconsin company called 3 Square Market. They're going to offer employees implantable chips to open doors, buy snacks, log into computers, and use office equipment like copy machines. So they said participating employees will have the chips, which can use NFC technology implanted between their thumb and their forefinger. It's an extension of the long-running implantable RFID chip business, which is based on a partnership with Swedish company Biohacks International. They said the vending kiosks company, also known as 32M, will chip employees at a party on August 1st. They said, according to an email to The Verge, chips and salsa will be provided as snacks. So they said around 50 people are supposedly getting the optional implants.
What, they're optional?
Yeah, they're optional.
What kind of evil company makes it optional?
Right? So it definitely means that the end is near.
They're too liberal to
Yeah.
to make it a forced
it
thing.
makes me. I can't think of the guy's name, but cake or death. I can't remember. But then he's just like, "You said death first." Oh, sorry. Sorry.
I don't what
What?
It was funny.
what?
It
Trevor.
came into my mind. It's funny. It's a
Oh
guy.
well,
it's a
well, if
British.
it comes into your mind,
It's a
it must
British
be fun.
comedian. He's talking about how the British wouldn't be able to commit to being evil or something like that, and he's just like talking about. He's like, they offer cake or death, and then they're like, well, cake, well, fine. Nah, I'm sorry, I'm done. It's not gonna be funny.
And it was now. What? I get it. It's hilarious now, Trevor.
See, Jolliver gets me.
Oh man.
I mean, I
Death.
played a game
Okay.
where
Sounds like an Eddie Izzard bit.
Eddie Izzard, that's who it is. Yeah,
I played
Okay.
a game where that was like an options too, but
yeah.
No, the cake is a lie.
no, different
Kuipers.
game. This was we
The
didn't
cake-
play test. This
Wait,
at
was
all.
the death
Oh,
a lie?
Probably. No, so they
No, the death
said
was
that
truthful.
they said that the essential they essentially are an extension.
Get your game on with Shut
up,
Now
Ad.
Pulse.
Great. The ad block's gone, and now we get that.
Chaos ensues.
Chaos.
So they said that this is something you could find in contactless smart cards or microchipped pets, and it's a passive device that stores very little amounts of information. Swedish rail companies also let people use implants as a substitute for fare cards. And 32M CEO Todd Westby is clearly trying to head off misunderstandings and paranoia by saying that they contain no GPS tracking at all because, again, it's comparable to an
RFID.
office.
They can't.
Right. And it's comparable to an office key card here, but it makes sense that would be something that's a potential concern.
To people who don't know facts.
Or
care
to
about
Many
that.
people do not know many facts.
Hey, thanks for the follow.
Yeah, I don't know why that's not working. Thank you for following us, though, whoever
Yeah, thank
that
you.
was.
Thank you, sloshing.
We're seeing who it was.
Oh,
in
was
a
it?
minute.
It was
Oh.
sloshing.
That yes.
Sloshing.
How do you want to live?
I don't know.
It's when every
What
time you
is
roll
good?
over the ad, it does that.
Good husband. Is that it?
Oh man.
All
Of
kinds
course
of
not.
stuff's good.
King of
Baby.
the better.
I don't even know where it's coming
It's
from.
right there.
I know, but I shut the
Powerful.
mute. I muted
Like
it.
a boss. Like a pro.
I
But
muted
it
it.
doesn't- it doesn't let you.
the house.
It doesn't let me stop
Step
it.
up
No.
to GMC with 20%
It's an
below
evil
MSRP
ad.
on
It's
specially
sentient.
2017 Sierra
It doesn't let me
SLT
turn the
models.
volume
That's
down.
over $11,000
It doesn't
on
let me
this Sierra.
stop it. It has a mind of its
Remove
own.
the ad blocker and chaos has ensued. Kuipers, fix it.
Turn it off and on again.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're fired.
Yeah, welcome to the chat,
Yeah.
Slosh.
Uh,
So, well, sometimes things are fortuitous when they don't
things
show
just
up on the
happen.
screen.
Yeah.
That was a story about microchipping. All be scared, run, hide, go build a
Yeah.
cabin in the woods.
Hide your children, hide your wife.
Alrighty. It's that time that you all been waiting for. I know you're excited.
Hang on,
It's
hang on.
it's time
Hang
for
I gotta make sure that we got the right one here.
Kyle.
Because we didn't update it again.
Kyle.
Guys.
whose job is that? Can
Kyle,
that
we're
be Kuiper's
gonna-
job
That's
now?
nobody's official job.
Kuiper.
Kuiper's
Yeah,
job
that's the
now.
You have a
problem.
new job.
Nobody has accepted the responsibility of that.
Gosh
Now you have to
dang it.
update where it says under the 404 Club, it says last week's.
Yeah.
You need to make sure that when we go live, it's actually last week's and not 2 weeks ago.
I got
like
it. I got it
usually
right
is.
now, Kuipers. So you're
Okay.
off the hook tonight. But next
Cool.
week we're coming in hot for
We
you.
won't be so merciful next time.
Good,
Alright.
because I only got access like
Next
5
time.
minutes beforehand.
Deadly.
Shut up,
serious.
Kuipers.
Taking it away now, too.
You're fired.
No intelligence found.
Does he know he's dumb?
There's something seriously wrong with you.
Wouldn't want to embarrass yourself in front of your fellow perverts.
You don't deserve the air you breathe, buddy.
Here's this week's nomination for the hardest 404ing on the internet.
There it is. Number 2 dispatch one, and I don't remember what that is.
That was the one where the Amazon deliverer left a bag of
Yeah.
turd on the driveway.
And then they sent 2 other guys to come pick it up.
Just wait till the drones come, then that'll all be solved.
Then
That's-
the drones will be pooping.
That's true.
It's probably true. All right, this is the part of the show where you get to be creative and name what this is going to be called, the title of this 404 nominee in our poll that we do every week. So this first story comes from WFAA8. That's WFAA.com. It's an ABC affiliate. It says, body found in trunk, ID'd as Texas man's wife. Why is this?
Why
feel
couldn't
like
they be
we-
ID'd as themselves?
I feel like we've gone dark this week, perhaps.
Yeah.
So let's see what the story
We usually
is.
Try to steer away from dead things, or at least dead people. But well,
Blame Kuipers.
I was good.
Kuipers.
I got 2. Hey, 2 out of 3 is good.
okay.
All right. The woman found dead in the trunk of a vehicle Saturday has been identified as Tamara R. Harris. Richland County Coroner's investigators said Monday. She's the wife of D. Quallen Harris of Texas, who's been arrested in connection with the case. Yeah, let's see here.
Kuipers, I think you didn't realize what the 404 really was.
All right.
I don't think
do you
he
want me?
submitted this one.
Do you want me
Oh.
to sum
Yeah.
up?
Yeah, Nathan did.
I'm going to blame
let's-
Kuipers anyway.
All right, Kuipers. I'm gonna sum up for you.
Thank you.
He and his wife were in the process of a divorce, and he was on his way to see his girlfriend with his young, I think, infant-aged son in the car,
As you do.
and I forget what exactly led to it, but the police wound up searching his car and found his current wife's body in the trunk under mysterious circumstances. He is not being he's not currently under arrest for foul play. He is under arrest for mishandling of a corpse because they can't prove anything just yet.
What? That's even weirder.
So who is the 404 here?
He is.
Yeah.
But if he didn't do anything wrong,
probably killed his wife.
we don't know.
Well, that's dark.
Welcome to the darkest timeline, folks.
If you guys got anything you want to put in the chat to make fun of this unfortunate circumstance, go for it. We'll leave that up to Trevor to decide.
Yeah.
This next story, our 404 nomination, comes from the Seattle Times. This is a Lakewood woman accused of throwing knives at children.
Where's the darkest timeline?
I told you things got weird tonight.
Diapers.
Do you want me to give a summary of it?
No, I'm on it.
You're
It's just taking a second to load. Let's see here.
We don't have the ad
Lakewood
blocker
woman has been charged with assault after prosecutors say she threw knives at 2 children. I don't want to sign up for breaking news. 2 children who lived across the hall from her in an apartment complex. The News Tribune reported Monday that the 35-year-old woman pleaded not guilty to the charges and was ordered to undergo a psychiatric evaluation. The children in the Thursday attack, ages 10 and 15, were able to escape and call for help. Court documents say the suspect kicked in the door to the children's apartment and tried to force her way inside, but the older child was able to push her out. The suspect later came out of her home armed with knives and allegedly began throwing them. Police arrived to find the woman in her apartment and the children waiting for the officers outside. I would not have left my apartment if I had known that there was a crazy lady throwing knives at our door. That seems like a bad idea.
Oh gosh, small targets.
Oliver.
Oliver, what?
He said small targets.
All right, our third story is.
That's all. We only got 2.
Oh,
So,
there you go.
Oh, I thought there was another one, wasn't there?
We only got 2. So that's there is. So go ahead and did we get a name for the first one?
I don't think anyone put a name in.
Okay. All right. Let's. Well, I mean, the title that Nathan gave it in the agenda was "Junk in the Trunk," but that seems really offensive to that lady.
Yeah.
So I don't think that one's appropriate.
We shouldn't do that. That's bad.
That's definitely not
She's the
family
victim.
friendly. So let's just let Trevor pick something. How about an unfortunate discovery in the trunk? You can vote in this poll at twitter.com/meninatub, and be sure to vote in our poll, and vote that for which one you think is the most 404
the least darkest timeline.
Mm-hmm. Let's go to the emails. Maybe they'll bring us some sunshine.
Bring us back up.
Have an idea?
I didn't know where to turn.
Mail time! You got mail.
You can email us at iwannagetit@meninatub.com.
Okay, we got mails. We got all the mails. Jalverse.
We got the best mails.
Hello, Midnight Angel.
Hey, Midnight Angel. How's it
Hey,
going?
what's up?
First one was sad and scary. I know that was
Yeah.
not an appropriate 404.
It's dark.
Nathan needs to be reprimanded for that one.
Diapers. Give me a slap on the wrist.
Okay, yeah, do it. That's probably good.
Wait, make sure it's in shot.
Yeah, give him a
Yeah.
get a good
There you go.
slap on him. There you go.
I like how that hit the mic, so it worked out for the audio listeners.
That's good.
And you could hear the slap really well. That was a good slap.
Nice slap.
Kikers.
Thank you.
Very
Good
professional
job.
slap.
You may have made up for dark 404ing.
All right, this first email comes from Jay Oliver, who's in the chat right now. Thank you for sending this.
Yes.
Hey, Oliver.
He, is not super happy. It's kind of sad. Microsoft signals the end of the Paint program.
What?
MS Paint is over.
No. That's like, how are children gonna grow up?
It's
I
the
don't know.
same way they did for thousands of years before.
No,
Microsoft
milk
Paint.
and-
No.
But
Milk
what are
and
kids going to do like in the
Flintstones.
keyboarding classes when they finish now?
Yeah. How
They'll
else
still
are you-
have Oregon Trail.
Do they? They
I
already.
don't know,
I
actually.
think they already took that one away from children.
No, how will children grow up now?
And learn how to travel across America.
And get dysentery.
I thought they switched it to where in the world is Carmen Sandiego, and then that's how you learned how to get around the world.
But then that was replaced probably by stupid math games.
Like where in time is Carmen Sandiego? It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing.
Did anyone ever play Math Munchers?
I may have played that.
Was it a Roger Rabbit affiliate?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Okay.
No. So they said that Paint that has been a part of Windows operating system. I didn't realize this. 85 is when that was originally
yes, there were
released.
Computers back then.
That's old.
Mm-hmm.
It's really old. It's like as old as me.
Plus.
Yeah. They said that the successor Paint 3D will still be available. And then
Jolliver appears to have an update for us. He says they have since retracted. It'll be available in the App Store.
So it won't be automatic install.
Just trying to get people to use their App Store.
Or you have to pay for it.
I know it's crappy.
Okay.
It'll probably be free. I can't believe they would charge for it. That would be stupid.
I think Eric's right. They just want people to go through the process of using the App Store.
Just come to our store, please.
Well, there you go. Crisis averted. It's not the end.
It's not the end.
It's not the end of it.
My one friend. It's not the end.
And he also included a link that isn't really going to play for the audio listeners, but I'll put it in the the show notes so you can check it out. But it looks like it's all art, Ringo Starr art that was done in Paint. So,
that's hot.
Okay, so is this art of Ringo Starr or is this by Ringo Starr?
I do not know.
I think it's of.
I think it's
But
of.
look at the bottom. It wasn't.
Maybe it's him. No, I think it might be
doing
him.
the art.
I don't know for sure.
That's cool. You go, Ringo.
I guess.
Here, hang on. Let me see.
Ringo,
Can't
go,
play.
Ringo, go.
That's expensive art.
Let's see.
Are you Vanilla Ice now?
Yeah, it's him drawing it.
It is Ringo Starr. He started in the late 90s with his computer art. While he was touring, it gave him something to do in all those crazy hotels you have to stay in on the road.
I wonder if he hangs out with George Bush now.
Probably.
You know,
on his
I've
ranch.
seen some of George Bush's paintings
He's not bad.
that are more recent than when he first started. He has improved a lot.
Yeah.
And he's got some paintings that aren't too bad. I wouldn't spend the money on them, but
Also, in the news of things ending, Jalver sent us that Flash is going to be completely done by 2020.
so this really is the darkest timeline night.
No,
He's
thank
bringing-
goodness. Get
Oh,
rid
you're
of
right.
Flash.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Is that supposed to work better?
I just hate Flash.
Yeah,
So
it's so bad.
It's been. I mean, it's been bogging down web browsers for
It had a moment in the limelight.
years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know,
So
a small one.
It's good. I mean, Steve Jobs was trying to get rid of this like 10 years ago, probably, or at least when the iPhone came out, because it sucked on mobile
On
devices.
everything, really.
But yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's good to have Flash dead because you don't have the updates. You won't have to do updates all the time and everything. HTML5. I mean, we don't have to go into all the details, but HTML5 replaced Flash. It's a much quicker, lighter software that can run in browsers. You can make games in it. You can do everything you could do in Flash, and it's
WebKit enabled.
Yeah, and it's just a lot smoother. So, yeah, as Jolliver says in the chat, ding dong, the witch is dead. The wicked witch is dead.
Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead.
One more email. People were sending all kinds of emails to us
Thank you,
this
guys
week.
and gals.
That's a dece.
This one came in from Mutiny Teddy on the Twitter, where you can also send us stuff on Twitter or Facebook or wherever you hang your hat in social media. He says, which I feel like this is like a weird sneaky advertisement, but would any of
This
you
is how we get
would you ever
advertisers.
try a dinner delivery service like Blue Apron or any of their other companies?
Trevor would go for Meals on Wheels.
You know, I used to deliver Meals on Wheels.
Really?
I did. Yeah.
Interesting.
These
You had
are
to keep
not
'em hot.
They need
These
this is
are
not
different.
this is not Meals on Wheels. Or
Is
it's not-
is that like where you can get anything delivered?
No.
Blue Apron is where they send you a box and they put all
Just
the
the right
uncooked
ingredients.
food. It's just enough for that meal, and then you prepare it and then you cook it yourself.
I'd be tempted.
We tried it for my wife and I we got Blue Apron and it, for 2 or 3 meals once, and it's pretty good. I mean, it's not. I like to cook because I like to kind of just experiment when I cook and throw my own things in there. So it's a little too
formulaic.
Yeah,
You've got to have some of your stuff around that you know what the meal is supposed to be and know what
like to
things you'd want to throw in.
Yeah, I just like to do that. But I mean,
it's a great starting point for someone who wants to try to cook something more unique than what they're used to.
It's really cool because it has like the big printed full color cards that have all the pictures of how to do everything and what the ingredients are.
And they're normally like
nice.
like fairly healthy, right?
I mean they're just good meals.
Good
I mean,
meal,
we had burgers and like sweet potato fries or something. One of them.
So when they do that and send it to you, I mean, is it like multiple that come at once, or is it like just what you need for the one meal that one day?
I think you can buy different packages.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean you can. I mean,
I just didn't know if
you
it,
can
like-
pick like a 2-person plan, a family plan, and then how many days of the week you want, like how many meals you want.
But I mean, like, does it ship like if you choose 3 meals
It
for
ships
a
in the
week,
same box.
it'll all be in the same box? Okay.
Yeah, and it's like got giant ice packs in it, and like all
don't they
their
use
fresh ingredients.
Don't they use like some dry ice stuff too?
Yeah.
Or is that maybe
Yeah.
not Blue Apron one of the?
I know
because there's
Blue-
several of those companies out there
there's
now.
a bunch.
Blue Apron was one I tried, but this feels way too much like an advertisement. So
It does. I don't. I mean, I like the idea of having stuff sent to me, but
Could I get duck à l'orange?
probably
I don't know. It seems like it's probably
I
something
think
that
they
would be.
try to do seasonal stuff too, depending.
yeah.
So
Seems like
duck
it'd be
à
more
l'orange.
than I would want to spend for that.
$9.99 per person.
Could I get
Yeah.
twice baked potatoes?
I think what their goal is, the whole thing around it's cheaper than going out to eat, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're not missing something to make this meal.
That's true, because that is something that can cause a problem because of the fact that you never know what you're.
All right, seriously though, we got to stop talking about Blue Apron. This is too much of an advertisement, and we are not being sponsored. So.
All right.
Yeah,
We'll say
true.
something negative about them. I
suck.
can't tell the difference between that and Green Apron. There you go.
There you go.
I don't like food delivered to me unless it's pizza.
Okay, good.
I have to cook this.
All right.
Kyle is secretly a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Yeah.
Didn't know if you knew that.
Yeah, he is.
Oh yeah.
M. Angelo. So that's the order. That's the name he puts on those orders.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be great. I should do that. I've never thought of that before.
All right, this is a time in the show where we thank our Patreon peeps. These are all of the people that support us at the $15 level or higher. You guys get your name up in Patreon Coral, I think is the orange color that they use. And we appreciate all of your donations, and I know that you don't have to do that and that you choose to do it because you like watching us and hanging out with us, and it helps us, get microphones for Jeremy. And so we appreciate
everyone.
we support.
Yeah, hopefully everyone.
And nope, just for Jeremy. And
Just
so
I like it.
Uh,
First day, opinion.
we want to thank everybody for doing that. That's awesome. Thanks for kind of being our motivators.
Yes.
And anyone else who subscribes to Patreon, we do appreciate that as well.
And our
You get
subscribers
lots
on
of cool
Twitch
stuff.
If you guys would be interested, I was thinking about doing dollar Discord, which would mean if you could donate at the dollar level, you could become part of our Discord channel. We'd invite you to that.
Play games with us all the time.
I mean, if nothing else, you can kind of be in a private conversation with us.
Mm-hmm.
You can chat in there. Like, you don't have to do voice chat. You can do just typed chat. So, if you're not familiar, but I'm sure a lot of you are. But if you're interested, I think that would be a good incentive to give us $1 a month, I think, to be able to get in there.
Plus, you get Virea early.
Yeah, for $1 a month, you do get Virea. Usually Sunday nights, maybe Monday nights, but it's still at least earlier than everybody else. But I think that does it. Did we miss anything?
Jolliver just said frozen cucumber. Mike's
Yep.
good. So yeah.
Wait. Oh, that means the mic is
I
good.
think that means something.
Yeah.
But we'll have to talk later.
I'm pretty
That's a
sure
good
that
thing.
means.
Oh,
I
it's
think
a
that's a
good
good thing. I think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Jolliver, blink once if it's a good thing. Blink twice if it's a bad thing.
It's not yellow.
It's not yellow.
No, I think that's it. So I am really glad that you could all make it here, and we hope to see you all next week on the most family-friendly show on the internet. We keep it G-rated for all you kids out there. So tell your mom and dad you can watch Minute in a Tub because it's super family-friendly, and we want to be your best buds. And sometimes we put smiley faces on the screen and wave flashy lights so you kids can enjoy the show. So this is waving.
I don't see
We're
any.
interacting.
I don't see any lights.
Hi,
or
kids.
smiley faces.
Bye. Have a good night.
Golly gee.